I'm Peggy Staff. I'm Executive Director of Marine Life Studies, and I wanted to invite you aboard our beautiful whale rescue research vessel. And I'm here today with Stephanie Marcos, our Executive Assistant, and Jerry came along and he's going to update us on a really great project he was just involved with just recently in Iceland with H.K. Allison Projects for Sustainability. What was that like, Jerry?
Well, I'll tell you, Peggy, it was pretty remarkable because when we get tapped on the shoulder to participate in this, sustainability is a big part of what we do, right? I mean, basically trying to ensure that actions that people take have minimal impacts and leave the smallest carbon footprint or any kind of footprint. But what this overall project involved was putting more of a significant definition around sustainability, and that involves three things primarily. It's the social aspect, the economic aspect, and the environmental aspect. And we're pretty involved with the environmental aspect, but the objective of this conference, which was for dentists of all things, was to really help them understand, when they do anything at all, what is the impact that it's going to have? And to even drive the point further, being a conference where you have to bring people to a region, we really had to take into account what are the global aspects or the global impacts of having people fly and various things like that. That's what sustainability is all about.
Trying to offset your carbon footprint by having this conference in the first place.
Exactly. So we were very fortunate. H.K. Allison has been working on a number of projects, and they created this umbrella organization called Projects for Sustainability. So you recall what they had done for us before,
yeah,
right?
This H.K. Allison Projects for Sustainability has, been a really great partnership with us for the past 3 years, and they actually let us enable us to have a partnership with the National Geographic, where we brought in new, interesting, and impactful ocean discovery documentaries to our symposium. So it's been really great.
Yeah, and we're fortunate in that they are right here on the Monterey Bay as well. But what was also rather unique about this is here we are in Moss Landing, sitting at the very top of the Monterey Canyon, which is a very unique ecosystem all in its own right. And the region where the conference was in Reykjavik, Iceland, was another very unique environmental region. That's where the North American plate and the European plate, or the Euro plate, are separating and forming new land over millions and millions of years. But what's also very significant is that's where the Arctic waters, the cold Arctic waters, plunge into the Atlantic Ridge, and they begin their 1,000-year journey around the globe as the various currents. I mean, that in itself kind of bringing these two regions together. So as we started putting this project together, which started back in January of 2018, we literally were trying to figure out what can we do that's going to be impactful. We've got a group of dentists coming together for this Managing Sustainability in Dentistry Conference in Reykjavik at the Harpa Center, which is a phenomenal structure all in itself. But what we wanted to do is come up with something that was going to be part of their legacy in Iceland, create a legacy for the managing sustainability in dentistry, and then be contributing to that legacy on our behalf as Marine Life Studies. What we determined is, let's offset all the CO2 that we put in the air getting to this conference in Iceland. And then we determined how many trees we were actually going to need to plant.
Oh, wow.
That came up to about 5,300 trees. So we got our volunteers together, and we actually went out and planted not 5,000 trees, because there were only a handful of us, but we managed to plant about 650 I think it was about 620 trees, something along that line.
Yeah, so do you have any like photos or video of that?
We really do.
Oh, that'd
Yeah.
be cool
I would like
to
to do
see.
that.
Yeah, so what we can do is let's cut away over to that now and take a closer look at how our project actually came together and meet our forestry people and our volunteers. Goldan Dayan from Heidmork Forest in Reykjavik, Iceland. My name is Jerry Parashchika, and I'm real honored to be here today as part of the H.K. Allison Project for Sustainability. What we are in the process of doing is participating in the first of hopefully many managing sustainability in dentistry conferences. So it's a very significant landscape that we're in, and we are really privileged to be able to participate in a project here with the Forestry Association of Reykjavik. We're joined here with Gustav Pedersen. He is one of the forestry managers here. And what we are planning to do today is to bring in, as a gift to the country of Iceland, 500 trees. And that is the first of what we would like to contribute in terms of our carbon offset effect. Total, we are anticipating it may be about 5,000 trees. What's real important for us is that not only are we here to plant trees and contribute to the landscape, but we're definitely encouraging other people to take a look at their projects and determine just how they might be able to offset their carbon impact. We're hoping to be an example of that, and as we go through the process of the day, we'll be able to share the successes and the progress that we're making. And if you have any questions as to how you might do a similar project, or maybe just create some creativity on your part, reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you there. So Gustav, what we'd like to do next is have you take us out to the region where you selected to do the planting.
Yes,
And perhaps tell us a bit about Heidmork Forest and the legacy behind that.
it would be my pleasure.
Brandon, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go for a journey and plant some trees. So, this is an invitation to all our folks in Monterey Bay to come to Iceland. Look for our Marine Life Studies tree. All our volunteers are out doing the same thing, and they are representing regions from California, Oregon, New York State. We have people from Alaska. We also have our volunteers from Brazil. So we have a lot of trees to do.
Hey Jerry, thank you so much for making that happen with H.K. Allison Projects for Sustainability and bringing Marine Life Studies as, you know, again, another project with them, which they're a great organization. The Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary is one of the world's most diverse ecosystems, and we're very conscious of that and are trying to help protect it. Also, we have our whale entanglement team. This is really our currency is our whale rescue research vessel that has all the equipment on it to respond to a whale and successfully disentangle it. So we're very fortunate to have this boat not only for our research scientist program but also for the whale entanglement team.
So it's just that overall awareness of things, and programs like this really allow us to raise that awareness. As we've kind of said, it's the charter for our ocean literacy program is to connect people with the ocean, right? Because most people look at it, but they don't understand it.
Right, yeah, they don't. And like we do free programs for the kids at the Boys and Girls Club. We teach them about the sanctuary that's in their backyard, teach them about the different marine life that live in it, and then we take them whale watching, and it's life-changing for them.
Yeah, it's amazing because these kids are, live here near the Monterey Bay, but have never been on the ocean before or even seen a whale or dolphin.
Exactly. So yeah, that's why it was such a unique opportunity. And anytime a project starts to lift off the ground, one of the key things to do is typically an analysis, right? What are the strengths of the project? What are the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threat? The opportunities were so huge because now, again, we have a collaboration partnership with folks in Europe, and so just a quick leap, we've now broadened our scope. So the overall objective, what we ended up doing is we've created a purpose, and the purpose is to protect the marine sanctuary. It's to protect the waterways off of Iceland, and hopefully send the message across everywhere.
Right.
So looking forward to a lot of new opportunities.
That's just great.
Exciting.
Really
So,
exciting.
next time you'll have to be available. So we encourage you to reach out to us and definitely take a look at our website at www.marinelifestudies.org, and also check out the website at hkallisonsustainability.org. We're glad to share any resources that we have as a result of our learning and encourage you to be partnerships with us as well. So send us a message. We'll be glad to hear from you.
Yeah, there's a lot of great content there. And thank you so much, Jerry, for making it all happen. So we're signing off. I'm Peggy Stepp.
I'm Stephanie Marcos.
And I'm Jerry Perishika. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.